at Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, wow. Hey, everybody. Look at these lovely young men, Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen. Have a seat, everybody. Thanks very much. It doesn't, get any more iconic than New York City at Christmas time with the lighting of the tree and everything. But you're originally from here, but you're not originally from here. What was it like for you when you first came to New York? What was your first impression?
Oh my God, my first day, I will never forget my first day in New York City. Every corner I turned, I was so excited. Every corner in New York City still looks like every movie you've ever seen. I mean, it really delivers in that way. But my first day here, my first night here, I saw Andy Warhol on Madison Avenue, which for me was, so I'm a huge Warhol fan.
Wow.
And it just felt like, oh, wow, this is it.
My first adult-ish trip to New York, I was in college, I was a junior. I was down in the Village trying to figure out whether I could afford to eat anything. And Rick Ocasek walked by.
Wow.
From the Cars.
With
this
big
is like
shoulder
84. Kind of skinny Ramones kind of clothing on. And just tall and gawky and just eating up the sidewalk. And I just was like, I have to live here. That's Rick Ocasek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anderson grew up at Studio 54.
I was gonna...
Where Rick Ocasek was sometimes there. That's Bianca Jagger.
You know what's funny?
My God. That's Truman Capote.
Yeah.
Dancing with my mom.
Right. Not again, Truman. Pass the macaroni, Truman.
You know what? It's funny.
Do they serve macaroni in Studio 54?
No, at his house.
You know what's funny?
I'm sorry.
Literally, as you guys were telling stories, I had a story about each of those people, and I was like, everything, if I open my mouth, Andy's just gonna be like, very relatable, very relatable.
You make my job easy.
I know. I will tell you that the first live performance I saw was Grace Jones at Studio 54 in 1979, and I was 11 years old, and my mom took me there.
Wow. Appropriate.
Pull up to the bumper, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very appropriate.
Okay, so
Again, very relatable.
Yes.
Who as a child did not go to Studio 54?
To see Grace Jones.
Yes.
So this got a little attention. Andy, I think you posted, Bravo Andy posted.
Of course he
yes.
posted it.
This is the two of you on the subway.
Yeah, that was a couple
weeks ago.
weeks
This is like
ago.
a perfect encapsulation of your friendship.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys should do The Odd Couple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what's funny about this is Andy did this, and I'm looking somewhat suspicious, annoyed.
Yes, you're annoyed.
And there were all these, again, Andy was like, oh, you should Google, because there were all these articles saying I was upset to be riding on the subway.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like, what? I grew up in New York, I ride on the subway. What I was upset about was that I'm with Andy, we're on the subway, we're dressed, we're going out to see a friend's play, and it's the best way to get to Times Square at night. It avoids all the traffic. We were creating enough of a commotion on the subway car, just standing there like idiots. And then Andy whips out the camera because he's not getting enough attention to take a photograph.
Well, he had to.
And create more content.
He had
because
to.
He always wants to create friggin' content.
He had to do it because he didn't have a child there to go, Andy Cohen. It's Andy Cohen in the car.
Yes. Yes.
You know what? Sue me for giving you something to talk about on a talk show.
We have to take another little break here, but right back with more Anderson, Cooper, and Andy Cohen.